A really good habit you can get into is to plan out tomorrow today. First of all, it gives you a big psychological win before the day even starts. Because you know what you're going to do tomorrow, and you know what you're going to accomplish. And it gives you the ability to get all pumped about it and excited. You know, it turns the prospect of getting stuff done and being productive into a challenge, a competition almost with yourself that you can overcome. And you know you're going to do this thing. You're confident you're going to do this thing. You're confident you're going to go and do a whole bunch of other things too. You plan out tomorrow and all the things you're doing the day prior, and it allows you to get so excited about it. So it's a big psychological benefit. Also, not to mention, you know, as opposed to planning things out weeks in advance, you know, there's always things you don't expect that will happen that kind of shift your schedule around, unfortunately. So if you're planning it out the day prior, then it's close enough that it's not going to get messed around by things you haven't expected to happen, right? Some people's lives are just chaotic and things happen that they didn't expect to happen a lot. So if you do it the day prior, that's a good amount of time to get that psychological benefit, and at the same time avoid having the plan you make get all fucked up, right? But also, it's kind of a me thing, but I know other people are like this too, where having a plan and being excited about it motivates me, and it might motivate you as well, to get good sleep and to get a good amount of sleep. And then because you're getting good sleep, obviously sleep is the best thing you can do for yourself, getting good sleep, getting a good amount of it. So you keep that up for weeks at a time, you turn it into a genuine habit, and you do it every day, planning out the next day in advance, then you're going to see literally every single benefit ever that there is to sleeping properly. And there's a long list of benefits from that. So that alone would make your life a lot better, just having the motivation to sleep properly. But then, the moment you wake up, you already know what you're gonna do. And it is such a liberating feeling. It is the greatest feeling of freedom on a day-to-day basis that you can get, where you know what you're gonna do from the moment you wake up. You cut right through the decision fatigue. You cut through the brain fog. You force yourself to give your attention to the things that you care about, to the things that matter, before it can be sucked up by, you know, the algorithms on our phones and stuff. Because some people, they wake up and the first thing they do is they go on their phone. They open up their laptop, they go on their computer, whatever it is, they start playing a game, or they start doom scrolling. And some people have it real bad, where they let the algorithm and they let these games, they let the internet control their attention span from the moment they wake up and later that night up until the moment they fall asleep. That is really sad. That is sad, and it's really bad. That is terrible for you. That is very unhealthy. That's not good at all. So, planning out the day in advance, you get the day off on the right foot. And you can cut through all the bullshit and focus better on the things that matter. And because you're doing that, you end up boosting productivity. And productivity, like, who doesn't want to be productive with their time? Right? That's just a really good thing. So yeah, plan out your day in advance. And not just like starting right now, plan out tomorrow, but like try to make it a recurring thing. Please make it a recurring thing. Tomorrow, you have to plan out the next day. And that day, you're going to have to plan out the next day. And you should try to do it kind of toward the end of the day ish, kind of like in the late afternoon, early evening area. I would do it personally. Yeah, that's it. All right, goodbye.